welcome to a Fire Emblem Heroes summoning video, and for some reason my audio cut out, so I'm recording this after I know all of the units I've summoned. So, I'm going for Moku and Korin female, and fun fact, Miyaku, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm going to call her Precious for the rest of the video, because her name directly translates into Precious in her Japanese kanji form if you take her English name, move it back into kanji, and then translate it. It says Precious. And Korin's just dope. Also, apparently this banner has spoilers! So, spoiler warning and junk. I'm gonna be honest with you guys here. The spoilers are not going in this comment section since I have not played the game. So let's summon our first. So, I mean, there are a handful of units who I wouldn't even be mad if I ended up pulling. Like, you can see I have some merge projects. Azura always gets the slack, it seems. Like, also, the weird thing is, all of her alts are green. Yet, I associate her with a blue lance. Because that's what she is in her base game. A blue lance singer unit thingy. It just feels weird that all of her alts are green. I'm including the new one that, ooh, she's spoopy and possessed looking. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. On top of Drog existing, I mean, seriously, Drog. This new Azura looks like a drug dealer. Get it? Drug dealer? I'm sorry, she looks shady, like you would find her in the back of an alleyway, selling you drugs. I mean, Azura's actually one of my favorite characters when it comes to Fire Emblem. She's pretty bad, but I do really like her personality, and Azura's song was actually one of the first things of Fire Emblem I actually really got attached to. I don't mind getting Legault, since he's a nice attack tactic fodder. So, it's never bad pulling him. And here I get Adrift female Korin. So, as you can see on the side, 5 stars so far has been updated to add Korin. And honestly, I think her art is really good. And I do care for Korin as a character. But seriously, back to Azura. I mean, Korin male's basically just wearing Azura's dress. By the way, here I am actually just checking the IVs. So, what I'm just trying to say here is the first thing I really got attached to is Lost in Thoughts All Alone when it comes to Fire Emblem, because I heard it. You are the ocean's great waves, destined to seek life beyond the shore and out of reach. Yet the water ever chained, glowing like time, the path is yours to climb. Because I heard it in Smash. It's definitely one of the things I'm most attached to when it comes to Fire Emblem. And it was probably one of the things that introduced me to the series. Other than someone who I will not say for privacy reasons, who introduced me to Fire Emblem. And actually, he's introduced me to a handful of games and series. I think he's introduced me to like 3 or 4. And none of them I have not liked. Whenever a friend, suggests games to you, you should always take them with a grain of salt. But with that friend in particular, for me it was like, you've already suggested a couple games I really enjoyed. I'm going to trust your opinion here. So, that's just my opinion. I think I'm going to start pulling blue. I also start pulling blue in a minute, because I don't like strictly pulling one color. And honestly, normally I wouldn't pull on a 4-person banner like this. But really, there's only one unit on the banner I didn't want. So it's hard to even say that, like, without a grain of salt. And obviously, Bluestones have a chance of holding another dragon, and here he is. Now, you can see on the side, they have been at it. Now, this is almost a rip from Phoenix Master 1's summoning videos. With the fact, but I changed, like, the font around and how I display units, because instead of their chibi heads, it's just a piece of their artwork. And then, so yeah. Chica's IVs. We don't even have good IVs yet. We don't even know what's good for them. So for all I know, every unit I've pulled has perfect IVs. And I don't actually even remember how many orbs I started with here. So I'm going to be right back. I started with 261 orbs. So, I think that's pretty decent. Almost 300 orbs. Now, I did spend a good chunk of them. But, hey, I think it's probably been worth it. And I mean, again, I started with 261 orbs. I've spent around 50, and I've already got 2 5-stars. And at this point, my logic was like, I already have 2 of them. Might as well just pull red as well for the chance of a Camilla. So, you know. How should I title this video? Because I don't even think I spent that many orbs getting all of the units I wanted. Like, obviously, I'm either going to spend all of them. Because Mikoto is a unit I actually really wanted. So, in my case, it was like, yeah. Yet the water virgin, glowing like diamond. Oh, hi, Mister. Now, I'm sure a lot of people would be like, Mist. Why Mist? But you can see that she's a unit I don't have. And she's actually been one I've wanted for a while. So, I'm not mad that I got pretty broken by Mist. So, I don't actually have much to talk about here. I mean, yeah. So it's time for the midway point. Q&A. Were you saving up for any banner in particular? Yes, I actually was. The Fates banner that they have scheduled for March. The reason is, my favorite Fire Emblem character is Faye. I'm sure you're thinking of 3 different Fays, because we have Faye, Faye, and Faye. Considering I'm not putting text up on screen, you really don't know which Faye is which. I'm talking about Fae Faye, the Divine Dragon. So, Dragon Faye. she has a chance to be in the Mining Blade banner. So I was saving up for her, and then Korin and Makoto had to drop. I love Korin's art, and I'm a dragon person. Again, the only one I don't have is Tiki, who I don't even have for a merge project. I just want her. And Makoto's a character I really like here, so I'm just happy. And here I got Makoto. Honestly, she's the thing that pulled this banner over for me. The Korins were nice, but honestly, I probably was going to summon that blue if I didn't get Makoto there. So, I mean, yeah. That's all of the units, so I think that was actually really good luck for how fast I got them, and I only got one unit I didn't want in the banner.